You guys, I saw this post the other day, and as much as I'm making a conscious effort to be triggered less in general and just be at peace, that's something I'm working on. Even with that being the case, I have to admit, this post was a little triggering. It's some lady, and she goes, "Yeah, I was pinching my back fat, telling my doctor I want to get rid of this." And the doctor said, "Why would you want to get rid of what's protecting your kidneys?" And everything changed for me in that moment. What? What? And then the full-on caption goes in detail about body standards, chasing aesthetics at the cost of our health, chasing an unrealistic body type at the cost of our mental and physical well-being. In today's society, do you know how rare that is? That is the exception, not the rule. Someone still trying to lose weight and they're anorexic as hell, and the numbers, they plug in their height, their age, their sex, and they put it in the chart, and they're violently below where their FFMI should be. They're violently below where their BMI should be, and they're like, "No, but I'm still fat, I need to lose weight." That is an extreme case. That is the exception, not the rule. When we look around, just go anywhere. Go to the mall, go to Target. Do this. Close your eyes and then open them. And look around. Most people have so much body fat to lose, it's not even funny. And you go, what do you mean they have so much to lose? What do you mean they have so much that they need to lose? Who are you to decide? Who are you to cast these judgments? I'm going to tell you right now, I've been underweight, and that was not as fun, as enjoyable of an experience, as exciting of an experience as being at a good weight where I can grab a heavy pair of dumbbells, where I can grip a heavy barbell and command some weight to move from A to B. Being that skinny, light as a feather, working on my cursing, y'all. Can't you tell? Give me some props. I'm working on it. Cutting myself off and shit. Being that, fuck it. Being that skinny, weak bastard was not as fun, not as enjoyable, not as an exciting day to day as the life I have now. I remember my wife and I, we were out of the club, and these two guys, they were just some damn trouble. They were some trouble. One guy was being weird towards her. The other guy, the shit he was saying in my ear. So many interventions from God to keep me out of trouble, because if that kind of scenario happened now, it wouldn't be good. But I'm not even out in that lifestyle anymore, so it's a non-issue. But I remember being so underweight, so skinny, I felt afraid. And we were close friends with the owners, everyone that worked there, so we're talking to them outside, they throw them out. And then on our walk to the car, late at night, empty street, there these two guys are, and they're looking at us. And I remember in that moment thinking, I have no fucking chance. I weigh 148 pounds. I have no chance. Being underweight, not being a physically capable individual, that came with some downsides. And then funny, I bring that story up, that kind of thinking like, oh, I need to be a big protective bear. I need to be able to just grab a motherfucker and do whatever I want with them. That kind of thinking led me to the other extreme. Well, I became a fat bastard. 220 pounds, 23 to 24% body fat. After a cheat meal, I looked like I was fucking pregnant. I had no chest, skinny arms, and a gigantic gut. A gigantic gut. That was not as fun. That was not as enjoyable of an experience. That came with many, 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 many downsides. If performing push-ups with extreme ease and perfect synergy across the board, you just feel how balanced you are, you feel your pelvis tucked, you feel your ribs down, you feel your arms and chest just propelling you through time and space. If that is inherently empowering, which it is, not having those abilities, not being able to do those things, is inherently disempowering. It's inherently not as good of a time. What are we talking about here? We're talking about being at a relative healthy body weight is better. That's what we're talking about. And the shit has gotten so bass backwards because the fitness industry has completely exploded over the years. And then now there's all this shit about the scale's toxic, weighing in is toxic, caring about the aesthetics of your body is all toxic and negative. Being uncomfortable tying your shoes is some bullshit. And you don't even have to be that big for that to be uncomfortable. You can be somewhat large. And when you tie your shoes, you get up and you do one of these. From tying your fucking shoes. It's not a good time. It's not a good time. He's almost 2. I'm going to say my 2-year-old. My 2-year-old runs. Him, my wife and I, we did like this figure 8 thing through our house for like 15 minutes straight yesterday. It was so fun. We're having a blast. He's just running and giggling. Run. He's just giggling. Pure bliss. Pure bliss. If I said, hey, hold that thought, buddy, and I just happen to have some weighted vest fitted for a 2-year-old, and I put that on him, he would start crying. He'd go, no. It wouldn't be as fun. It wouldn't be as fun. It wouldn't be as good of a time. How does someone get overweight in the first place? From overindulging in food and not moving enough. I just don't think that's what we came here to do. I don't think that's what we came here to do. To move less and overconsume food to where now you feel led to move less. Now you're very incentivized to move less because moving your fat fucking ass sucks. It's not fun. I don't think that's what we came here to do, is what I'm trying to fucking tell you. I'm trying to tell you I've been extremely underweight. I've been extremely overweight. Both of those came with downsides. Being at a relatively good body weight, you don't have to be shreddy spaghetti. You don't have to look like a damn anime character. That just happens to be my goal, and you're going to witness it with your very own eyes here soon. That just happens to be what I feel led to do. Being able to do push-ups, pull-ups, control your body weight. Not have your joints get hammered by your own weight. People have knee pain, back pain. It's not fun. Pain is some shit. You could have a gnarly foot pain and you're like, damn, this is fucked up. This is not as fun. You could have some nasty back pain. This is not a good time. Have some jacked up knees. This makes living not as enjoyable. We cannot celebrate that. We cannot celebrate a state of being that makes your life not as enjoyable, you guys. And I'm talking about numbers a lot There is a range for males, for females, for your age, for your height. There is a range that you are objectively, factually going to look and feel better. And maybe towards the bottom end of that range, what would be required is so extreme that's just not your jam. That's not how you get down. That's fine. Maybe you hang out in the upper range of whatever that is for you. Look up, go plug in FFMI chart. Fat-free muscle index. Is that right? Yeah. And find that healthy range for you. Put yourself right smack in the middle of it and tell me how you feel. Tell me if it's really so bad. Tell me if it's really not a good time. Tell me if the work that was required, the deliberate eating, the deliberate training, tell me if it really wasn't worth it. Or if you wake up tons of energy, you like what you see in the mirror, you can run around and do all your daily to-dos with little to no exhaustion. You have a zest for life. Like earlier, I was talking about watching my son in that pure bliss state. Bliss, peace, those are very high on the frequency chart. And it's not possible, in my opinion, it's not possible to be in that pure blissful state when your own physicality is working against you, when your own weight is beating up your joints more than they are meant to handle. When your heart is beating harder than it's supposed to because of how much weight you're carrying. I do not believe it's possible to experience that pure, blissful, joyful state that is so wonderful to experience. You guys, I don't seek out vacations, dream destinations. I don't need fucking anything. I don't need shit. I don't need much, y'all. I wake up, I meditate, have communion with above. I'm in Candyland, I'm in the Iron Paradise. Have an amazing, phantasmal, bombastic workout. I train my clients and I enjoy my time with my family. Of course, make time to talk to you guys. The last few years, going deeper and deeper into a monk mode lifestyle, has made me realize we need so very little to really enjoy this life. We need so little. When you're good with this, and when whatever this is for you is good for you, the rest is just icing on the cake, y'all. Looking and feeling good, going about your day to day, light on your feet with the zest for life, a little pep in your step. If you couldn't tell, I strongly believe that's a better way to live your life. I hope that helped. I'll see you in the next one.